humans.
Wait. Okay. Hold up. Before we even get into this, we just gotta start from the beginning. 1 year ago, I decided to make this challenge. And albeit it wasn't a very successful run, because after the 12th episode, I failed. But I've grown since then, and I've learned, and I've been studying on what to do to become better. Not just as a gamer, but as a person. And so with that new knowledge, and with that new experience, I'm coming back to this game better than ever. To make sure this game knows to never underestimate me. Again. Alright, let's do this. Let's do Rock Barrage. Okay, decent damage. Dang it. Alright. Let's do Rock Barrage again. Nice. There we go. And he missed. Okay, we got this. First ever battle. Here we go. We're gonna take him down. Son of a... Now, the real fun begins. The grind. So early on in this game, we get access to one of the best characters in this game, and it's this guy. Now, yes, he gives us a couple treats to give to our Nexomon that we're trying to catch, but one of the key essential parts that he grants to boosting our progress during this grind is free heals whenever we ask him. And we have to make really good use of this because he's only here until we beat, I think it's the first quest or maybe the second quest of this storyline. But here you go. First level and a new ability unlocked. Hey y'all, just a quick interruption. I know it's during the grind session, so we've already seen a lot of that. I figured I'd do this plug just during this time. But I wanted to let you know that I'm super grateful for each and every one of you who stop by and watch these videos on a consistent basis. It means a lot to me, and I love making these videos. But with that being said, this video in particular has taken a lot of time, and I'd love it if you would consider potentially subscribing, maybe even liking this video, sharing it with your friends. But more importantly for me, I'd love it if you'd comment down below. Let me know if you haven't seen this video, of course. If you have, then your prediction is a little biased. But if you haven't seen this and you're watching this for the first time, please let me know whether you think we make it to the end for the first try. And with that being said, let's continue with the video. Now, after our first evolution, we end up acquiring 2 more levels before having the scariest situation ever.
What?
So we finally got our max evolution for our Nexomon. We immediately left because, my goodness, 3.5 hours spent straight grinding was a lot. So I went ahead and picked up this offer straight away for a pickaxe, allowing me to mine shards like you just saw, and become a total loot goblin through the next, I don't know, 20 seconds, maybe a minute of this video is just me going absolutely loot mode on everything. And then we end up coming back to where we need to go for the story progression. But, of course, I still had to ransack the place before going in, including this guy. He is pretty much a trader, like on the go, has a huge shop. But the reason I have so much money is because of all of the battles I had. And I'm using a lot of that here because, one, he is the cheapest guy you will get in early game. And 2, I mean, I have to make a lot of catches coming up. So, acquiring 300 plus Nexotraps is really, really, really important for this. Now, here are the challenges. There is the red screen of death, meaning that you don't catch the Nexomon and then go back into battle. Or there is critical level damage that ends up taking out the opponent, which is not what we want. Now, I know the last thing everyone wants to probably see is a lot more grinding, but unfortunately, with my mindset, I didn't realize how this would play out in terms of a video. So I'm just going to speed through this and kind of explain what happens. I do very minimal progression with this story mode. I end up doing a lot of catching throughout the process. I'm sure you see some of the gameplay with a couple of these different videos that I've put together. But the main thing to realize is that I just went on another insane grind. Another few hours, I would say, of just collecting, gathering not only items that I need, but as well as more Nexomon, which I will explain in just a second. But again, just to reiterate, a lot of this grind is really essential for this. And a lot more we can do early on, the easier it'll be on us later in the game, and the more easy it will be for our Nexomon. Now, so the reason I am doing a lot of this collecting early game is because of the special tree and the haunted forest. So if we go ahead and go there real quick, this is him. Big ol' scary looking man. But what's nice is he is a secret shop. And so as long as we give him what he needs, he makes the shop once we come back a couple times. And then he makes he makes his shop accessible for us. And so you see me getting ready and prepped and getting all my cores situated before going back. But we go back in, and let me just say, his offers are freaking amazing. And one of his offers are growth berries. And growth berries are an instant level up for your Nexomon. No matter what level they are, no matter how much XP you still need, it will just immediately level it up. So hopefully you can understand now why we are collecting so many Nexomon is because when we release them, we gain friendship points, which is the currency we use to obtain these growth berries. Enough said. cow. And what, like 10 hours later, I finally finish all that beginner story. I take on these mini bosses, and we're finally in the home stretch of what we've been aiming for. With only one Nexomon, we have made it this far. Oh, my goodness. Even editing this has been so stressful. So within this next couple minutes, I end up taking on a few people and then becoming Grandmaster, which then leads me to challenging the original Grandmaster who became evil and was deceived by this lady who had been running the schemes behind the scenes ever since the beginning. And so I take him on with all that I've got, and you see here, he really doesn't do too much to me, or at least in the beginning, until I start getting affected. And then with the power of all of my strength and my stamina, and with the help of all of the items that my friends have helped me obtain, I slowly but surely take on the rest of his team with no problem. And that's it. That's the game. My goodness, what a great moment. What, man, I feel so incredible to have finally beaten this game. And I did it. I did it this time. No setbacks, no obstacles. I did it. There's a cute little a little glitch there with a little cat, but we did it. We took Vados, the bad tyrant, out of this world, and we completed the game. Oh my gosh. Feels good. Of course, you know this game is not that easy, and a little bit of a teaser, so we had to jump on the ship and take on Vados himself, which leads us to the conclusion of a really sad truth. A sad truth that I didn't really think of when playing this game. And we'll get to that in just a second. Now, what may seem like a really cool moment in this game is actually the downfall and the legitimacy of our run here. The game shows us that we ourselves become a tyrant. And as you see, I look at my team and I'm not able to use Trebly. The sad truth is, this game doesn't allow you to beat this entirety with just one Nexomon.